All right, let's continue the discussion. Thank you for your patience. Now, this is what you can see on the screen. If we're on the same slide, you can see now the Freytag's triangle. Okay, the Freytag's triangle or the plot diagram. So you can see you can arrange the events of the story this way. Try to, since this is a little bit challenging, I'll give 5 points per correct answer to those who will recite. Identify what do you think is the exposition of the story? If you try to simplify, let's summarize the story. What is the exposition of the story? Let's use the raise hand function of Zoom. Jason, sige.
The exposition of the story, The Pardoner's Tale, is when the pardoner himself preaching to the crowd so that someone can buy his relics. Or if it is about the story itself of the pardoner, then the exposition of it is where the three writers are drinking their beers, they are drunk, they saw a funeral and was curious and saw that their old friend has been slain by death. By then, they want to avenge death, so they go out to look for him.
I think you jump a little bit, no? Because the last detail that you mentioned is no longer the exposition. Remember, when you're already introducing the conflict or the problem, that is already the start of the rising action. That's already the start of the rising action. But all of the details that Jason said, they are correct. Okay, I'll give you 5 points for that. Brilliant. That's the exposition, the introduction. You're being introduced to the preacher, then the pardoner, telling it, etc. Now, the rising action, the start of the conflict, the problem, the crisis, that because there's a problem, there's a crisis, parate, kaya may action, kanya kikilo sa mga karakter, kanya nga na-excite tayo, ano mangyayari, paano nila solve, etc. That's why you're always being hooked. Okay, let's have Jangel. Kanina kasi she was having difficulties. Oh, to give you points. Come on, Jangel.
This is where the conflict is resolved. The denouement of the pardoner's tale is when the pardoner sells pardons of
Rising action.
Number 2 yung sir, diba?
Rising action muna tayo. What? Come on, go. Your answer.
Mali po ba yung sagot ko, sir?
Sige, mention it. I did not hear it. Mention it again.
This is where the conflict is resolved. The denouement of the pardoner's tale is when the pardoner sells pardons of the story of the writers of death.
When they want to find out actually that possible then to find out the one who killed their friend. Okay, next climax. Luna, try.
When the old man death sent them to a tree, but they didn't find the person that they're looking for. Instead, they saw an 8 bushels of gold coins.
Ayan, when they found out already the gold, they are excited pa rin because that's the point in time that they will start plotting each there. All right, correct. How about the falling action? What happened because of their greed? What happened? Andre, you're raising your hand.
2 of the rioters planned to kill the other upon his return so that they only have to split the gold 2 ways.
Correct. Yun na. They plan to kill others. And the ending, which is now the lesson, the outcome of the team. Orisa, how did it end?
They all died because they are greedy for money.
Yan. So what's the moral of the story? Greed leads to death. Greed leads to death. At pagka sobrang sakim ka, yan, you will die. That is the moral of the story. Questions? Your answers are correct. Questions so far? Questions?
None, sir.
Nah? Okay. So you have your final task. For those with electronic means, Google Docs, Word document. Else, answer it on a paper, just take a photo. Yeah. Same routine. Make judgment on the values of the characters in the story. Well, focus now on the values. Remember, we seen out the grid in human nature, etc. No? Now, in page 17, there is an article there that you're about to read. No? That you will read. Try to connect that. Now, you may find that there are no good values mentioned really in the story. Then focus, ano talaga? What are the needed values if they are lacking from the article? They are lacking from the article. No? And that should have been acceptable before or in modern society. So this is actually an essay about values. Question. Question. It's just a commentary and essay explain the values.
None po.
Sir, yung pong sa ano, sir? Yung po dun sa values.
What?
Yun dun po sa values na parang yung sinasabi po na dapat accept na dati pa. Yun dun po sa final task.
Yun dati, you can connect it. Oo, you can connect it. Pwedeng yung dati, ano yung lacking na kailangan na values na dapat society ngayon. And then, ano. Kasi yung article has something to do with corruption if I'm not mistaken. So, connect it. Comment kayo, ano dapat ang values na taglay ng isa society that should be possessed by citizens of the society in order to respond, to solve, or to address these issues. Not necessarily yung values na directly stated sila in the article. Now, you can be creative that there's no single correct answer dyan. It depends how you will explain and justify it. Other questions? Thank you,
Okay
Mads.
po, sir. Thank you po.
Other questions? Dalina?
Sir, for week 7 po, final task lang po.
What?
For week 7 po, final task lang po gagawin namin.
Yes, that will be your last. That will be your last final task. Your last requirement for the quarter. What else?
Third quarter na ba tayo next week, sir?
Huh?
Third quarter na po ba next week?
No, you will have a short break. No, you wait for the announcement of your advisor. So after you complete yung lesson na yon, no more tasks. Enjoy na. You rest. Na in the spirit of the Lenten season, you may reflect for a while. No, a form of penitence actually. So but I will no longer give you additional tasks. Wala na. That is the last. What else? No more questions. Turn on your cameras. Come on for the last picture taking. I will miss you. Dalina, turn on your cameras. Karil, Chelsea. Turn on your cams. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and smile. Another pose. Laguda pang po nila. Okay, another pose. 1, 2, 3, and... Okay, let's say L to the losers, like in those in grade 10. I joke, sorry. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, and... Yeah, I wish you well on your break, ha? Enjoy. So, hindi ko na bibigyan, just comply. No. Sige na, ingat. I will not take so much of your time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir. Thank you for
There po.
Good day po.
Good day.